Hi, welcome to Making Sense of Movies. I'm Claire.
I'm Alaina.
And today it's a special episode. We're going to be talking about Oscar nominations that came out today. We're very excited because this
Are
is just
we excited?
We're excited about the Oscars, but I'm very livid about many of the nominations.
Claire has many feelings, and we're gonna get into it right away. So first, we're gonna talk about Best Picture. So if you don't know, the Best Picture nominees are Ford vs. Ferrari, The Irishman, Jojo Rabbit, Joker, Little Woman, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Marriage Story, Parasite, and 1917. What do you think about these, Claire?
There was a lot of good movies nominated this year. There's the front runners in this I'm not a fan of. Not a fan of Joker, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, or The Irishman being nominated. And I feel like those are the ones that everyone's talking about the most.
Those are three movies I haven't seen. I have no desire to see them.
Yeah.
But yet they are the front runners.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I'll watch The Irishman because it's on Netflix. I don't really know where else I'd watch The Joker Once Upon a Time.
Mm-hmm.
But that's a 3-hour-long movie. I'm also pretty upset with these three frontrunners. They got quite a lot of nominations between the three of them.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much took over the nominations. I'm very happy about Parasite and very happy about Little Women.
Yeah. No.
Those, I think, were great. I love that Jojo Rabbit got nominated. I'm glad that he's getting some recognition for this movie. Also really happy about 1917 because I think we just saw this on Saturday, and I think it was like a feat in like filmmaking. It definitely was something I had personally not seen in a film before and done that like exact way, and I think it definitely is one of the best pictures of 2019. I don't think it will win.
Oh,
but
really? I think it might. I'm not 100% sure, but if I had to take a guess, I would say like Parasite and 1917, I think it might be those. Because I feel like there's, while Joker, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and Irishman have a lot of nominations between them.
They could split the vote.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm thinking.
And then you think 1917 could then take it?
It has a lot of momentum right now.
So we think 1917 probably will win. Who I personally want to win, my favorite movie of the year was Parasite.
Mm-hmm.
From these nominations. I think Parasite was amazing.
Yeah.
And I really want it to win. Mm-hmm. But we'll see.
Or honestly, Ford vs. Ferrari, if that won too, I'd be fine with that.
Fine with that? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I would be fine if Jojo Rabbit or Little Women won either. Mm-hmm. I'd be very happy if Parasite won.
How do you feel about Marriage Story?
I liked Marriage Story. I just don't think it was... I think it's a great film. I think Noah Baumbach did a great job. I think for directing, I thought he might have been nominated, but he wasn't. But I don't know if it was, the best movie I've seen this year, just personally, from the movies I have seen. But what are some movies we wanted to be nominated for Best Picture, but weren't?
I'm glad you asked, because fucking The Farewell wasn't nominated, and it should have been. I'm so angry about it. I really just feel like all the movies that are nominated this year, and this is just Oscars in general, but it's all the end of the year movies. And you have to think about it as a holistic, the whole year.
Yeah. Okay, I thought Midsommar.
Yeah.
Midsommar. I thought that was kind of robbed. That was one of my favorite movies of 2019. Mm-hmm. And it was a summer release, I think. Mm-hmm. So it probably didn't get as much traction as I think it could have. I think it was wholly original.
Yeah.
It was so different than what I've seen. Mm-hmm. And it's just I wish. It's like Ari Aster. He didn't get anything for Hereditary.
Yeah, no, that was...
Nothing for Midsommar.
Yeah, that was also one that I'm that probably should have been nominated, but just because it has, that horror element to it, it's not.
Now we're going to go to actress in a supporting role.
Kathy Bates, Richard Jewell, Laura Dern, Marriage Story, Scarlett Johansson, Jojo Rabbit, Florence Pugh, Little Women, Margot Robbie, Bombshell.
I'm going to tell you right now, I'm only happy about Florence Pugh and Laura Dern.
Oh, okay.
Kathy Bates, I did not see Richard Jewell. Did anyone see Richard Jewell?
No.
I don't know. I don't think so.
I heard she was very good in it, though. I heard she was the takeaway performance from that movie.
And I don't even think I read a review about it. Mm-hmm. That's how much it just passed by. Mm-hmm. And I don't even think it's in theaters, still in theaters. Margot Robbie, Bombshell, I wanted to see Bombshell. I haven't got to see it. I don't know. I really don't know anything about that movie. Mm-hmm. I'm glad Bombshell is getting that type of recognition. Mm-hmm. I just don't know if there could have been other women in here who could have been a supporting actress role.
Yeah. I would say out of these, Laura Dern, I thought she did a fantastic job.
I think she might win.
But Scarlett Johansson, I think she deserves to win.
To win in supporting?
No, yeah, I do. I mean, we can get to this later, but I think she should win both of the things she was nominated in, honestly.
If you don't know already, Scarlett Johansson is nominated twice. And I'm like, good for her. But seriously?
I think it's well-deserved.
I don't. I think they could have nominated literally anyone else in this category. There's Nine from The Farewell.
Okay, that's true.
You could have taken out Kathy Bates, or Scarlett Johansson and put in Nine from The Farewell, and I would have been happier with this like crop of actresses.
Oh, some fighting words.
I just think that like they overlooked so many movies.
Do you have anything else to say, or should we move on to actor in a supporting role?
Do actor in a supporting role.
Actor in a supporting role. Tom Hanks, A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. Anthony Hopkins, The Two Popes. Al Pacino, The Irishman. Joe Pesci, The Irishman. Brad Pitt, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Oh, wait. Sorry. We're not done with actresses.
Oh,
they could have taken out Kathy Bates and put in Jennifer Lopez.
Oh, from Hustlers, yeah.
She was on fire
Hustlers,
this entire...
not nominated for anything.
Which is sad. We both saw that movie.
Mm-hmm.
I loved it. My dad didn't like it that much. But whatever. But also, like, that movie didn't get nominated at all, and it had great traction. Like, she was getting, and I truly thought we were going to get, like, Oscar-nominated actress Jennifer Lopez. I'm so sad that that's not happening. And, like, even that, like, there's only one person of color nominated in all of the acting category, and it's like...
There was just so much overlap between all the movies this year. Like, there's 104 spots that have movies where they could potentially be nominated, and there were 34 movies nominated out of the whole year, which is insane.
Yeah.
All right.
Sorry, I had to put that in.
No,
okay, now we're going to actor in a supporting role.
That was our brief J.Lo rant. Now we're going back to actor
J.Lo.
In a supporting role.
So, I think Brad Pitt will win, because he's been winning.
Yeah.
I want Tom Hanks to win.
That would be nice.
I think that would be nice. I think, A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. Also, this is its only nomination. It didn't get any other nomination. None for director, for Marielle Heller, which I thought was, like, pretty annoying, because she was also up, I think, for last year, the year before. She was also on the run for Best Director, but didn't get anything. And I haven't seen The Two Popes. I feel like I need to see The Two Popes now.
Yeah,
it got way more nominations than I thought it would.
I'm pretty sure both Popes are nominated.
Both Popes are nominated.
Yeah, I feel like the only reason it's really being talked about is just because it's on Netflix, really. It's easy for people to access.
I told this to my sisters. If The Two Popes came out in theaters, no one would go see it.
That's so true, yeah, I don't think.
It was a smart move. And we watched the Directors Roundtable, and the director of The Farewell got an offer.
Lulu Wang?
Yeah, so she got...
Wong, sorry.
She got an offer from a streaming platform, and she decided to go with A24 because she's a much lesser known director, and she knew if she, like, put her movie out on a big platform, it would just kind of get buried under all of its, like, services. And I understand that, but on the opposite end of the spectrum, The Two Popes was such a smart move to have it on Netflix, because clearly it's getting this recognition. Do we know if it deserves it? I'm unsure. I haven't seen it, but it's definitely getting more recognition than I thought it would be.
Yeah, and sort of in the same category, like The Irishman, also on Netflix. Obviously, Martin Scorsese is...
People saw it in theaters, though, too. Like,
yeah, I don't know. I just feel like The Irishman, for me, like, it was just... I thought it was so bland. Like, I honestly can't remember Al Pacino or Joe Pesci, like, just wasn't a fan of it, honestly.
I agree.
Yeah, I think this one is Brad Pitt.
Also, I don't know if could have been nominated in this. I heard Jamie Foxx was really good in Just Mercy.
Oh, yeah.
They could have taken out any of the Irishman nominees.
This is just such a boring category this year, I feel like.
That's how I feel about Best Actor. It's just all the people... Okay, we'll get to that. But all the people were just kind of like, okay, I guess. So now we're going to go to foreign language film. That's next on the list of the website that we're on.
All right. So South Korea, Parasite, Spain, Pain and Glory, France, Les Miserables. Not the Les Miserables with the singing. This is different. North Macedonia, Honeyland, and Poland. Corpus Christi.
So the only one I haven't heard of was Corpus Christi. Obviously, I saw Parasite. I've heard of Pain and Glory. I've heard of
Les Miserables.
I can't pronounce that word. And I've heard of Honeyland. The only one I've seen is Parasite, so I don't have a too strong of an opinion. I am sad they didn't nominate Portrait of Lady on Fire.
I know, I love that movie. And I honestly...
Great LGBTQ film, also not nominated. And it's a shame.
I feel like if that was nominated, it probably would have been in a bunch of different categories. Same with Parasite.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which is sad. I don't know any other foreign language film that I've seen this year.
Yeah. I feel like if Parasite is a lock, though. I really can't... It's gonna
I think Parasite is winning, and then if it doesn't win, then I don't even know. I don't even know who would win if Parasite doesn't win.
Yeah. All right. I'm calling it. It's Parasite for this category. So it's gonna win something. You know that.
Okay. Then we're gonna go to animated feature.
Okay.
Oh, I'm heated.
All right. Here we go. How to Train Your Dragon: The Hidden World, I Lost My Body, Klaus, Missing Link, Toy Story 4.
So, I'm upset about Missing Link. I don't think it deserves to be there.
Whoa.
I think animation-wise, it was beautifully made.
Uh-huh.
Like clay animation, I love that style.
Yeah.
I think plot-wise, it was not great at all.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't like it. Didn't think it did. I think the only reason it's on here is because it got the Golden Globe.
Okay.
If you watch the Golden Globes, even they were surprised they won against Frozen 2, which isn't even nominated here.
I'm so angry Frozen 2 is nominated. I hope Klaus wins, though.
I think I Lost My Body's gonna win.
Okay, I need to see that.
You know what that one? It's about like a hand, a attached hand that's going back to its body. I've heard it was very good. And the animation looked pretty good. If Missing Link wins, I have lost all faith in the Academy, in the animation feature. I've already lost faith in everything else.
And I'm glad, How to Train Your Dragon, solid series. And, if
Still going.
If that wins, I'm here for it.
Yeah.
So right now, I'm here for How to Train Your Dragon and Klaus.
Okay.
And honestly, Missing Link a little bit.
Stop it, Claire. I can't talk to you if you like Missing Link. Okay. Adapted screenplay. We have The Irishman, Jojo Rabbit, Little Women, The Two Popes, and Joker. I kind of wish they put the people who wrote them and not just the movie.
Yeah.
But this website is whatever. CNN, talking to you. So, adapted screenplay. I want Little Women to win or Jojo Rabbit.
Okay, I still have to see Little Women. Jojo Rabbit. Yeah, I think I want one of those two to win.
If any of the other ones win, I don't understand.
While watching the Oscars, if Irishman, Joker, or honestly Two Popes, I'm just gonna be sort of angry.
I'm just gonna be angry because I don't know. I'm just tired of these types of movies coming out and they've been made before. It's not like they're anything new, and I think that's what upsets me the most. Mm-hmm. It's if they were making a completely new film, and maybe The Two Popes is kind of in there, and a little bit of a newer film, then I would be like, okay, maybe they deserve it. But these types of movies have been made before. Mm-hmm. Whereas other ones, also the ones that have been nominated, haven't, really been.
Yeah. And I feel like the Oscars also sort of gravitates towards, very showy movies.
Yes, they do.
Which, showy movies are, great, obviously, but you also have to pay attention to the movies that are more quiet, and just because things are more subtly done doesn't make them bad.
Yeah.
And I think movies like that, The Farewell, I totally think should have got recognition.
Yeah.
Portrait of a Lady on Fire, but it couldn't have been nominated.
Well, it's probably an original screenplay, but yeah. Mm-hmm. So now we're going to original screenplay, and that's Marriage Story, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Parasite, Knives Out, or 1917. I'm pretty happy with Parasite or Knives Out.
Yeah, I agree.
I think Once Upon a Time will win, just because that seems to be the... Did he win Golden Globe?
Yeah.
Yeah, that seems to be the trajectory.
And Quentin Tarantino has won screenplay before. He's a fine writer.
He doesn't need to win it again, though. I'm so happy Knives Out got nominated.
Yeah.
I do wish, The Farewell got nominated, Queen and Slim got nominated, Midsommar, because those are just such new and fresh films, and told from different perspectives that I thought, those would definitely... those were some of the most original films, I'd seen. Yeah. And I think, especially... And in this crop, Parasite is the most original film, I think, out of all of them. If we're just talking about, originality, it has to go to Parasite, but I don't know if it necessarily will.
Yeah. I'm thinking Knives Out. And if we're talking about, the screenplay specifically, 1917, there wasn't even that much dialogue.
Yeah.
Great movie, not a lot of dialogue.
I was going to say, 1917, plot-wise, I don't know if it was quite as strong as the physical filmmaking.
Yeah.
And that's why I don't think they're going to win original screenplay, just because it's just, that part of it wasn't as strong as the actual, one take, sort of, and the acting portion, also. Now we're on...
Actor in a leading role: Antonio Banderas, Pain and Glory; Leonardo DiCaprio, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood; Adam Driver, Marriage Story; Joaquin Phoenix, Joker; Jonathan Pryce, The Two Popes.
Okay, what do you feel about this category?
I think Joker's going to win. or Joaquin Phoenix. I feel like Adam Driver, in my opinion, should win. But I feel like Joaquin is going to win. And I have Jonathan Pryce, I don't think has a shot. Leonardo DiCaprio, I think, is an underdog in this category.
I think Leo is an underdog in this category. I don't think he should necessarily win.
Mm-hmm.
I'm here for Antonio Banderas winning for Pain and Glory.
Mm-hmm.
I love Antonio Banderas. I think he's a great actor. If you ever watch Spy Kids, he's so great in that. I think, I'm just kind of bored with this. I don't know how you feel. I'm just kind of like,
it's
the
too.
obvious people.
Yeah.
Like, there's
Is there someone you wish would have been nominated? Because I'm sort of thinking...
Adam Sandler should have been... would have made this 10 times more interesting.
Why wasn't Adam Sandler nominated? Because he was honestly better than all of these people.
Eddie Murphy should have been nominated.
Yeah.
Just like...
The dad
also,
from,
the
the
fact
dad
that
from Parasite.
The dad from Parasite, I forgot his name.
Mm-hmm.
No one from Parasite acting-wise was nominated. Mm-hmm. They could have gotten any of the categories and done just as well.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, God forbid anyone nominates any acting from a foreign film because they're not speaking English. Except for Antonio Banderas, because that's a Spanish film.
Mm-hmm.
But...
William Dafoe, Robert Pattinson, which we
The Lighthouse was not nominated at all.
Yes, for cinematography, but we'll get to that later.
We'll get to that. That's the only thing. Also, that was one of the most original screenplays could have done.
Or, I haven't seen this yet, but Honey Boy wasn't nominated.
At all in any... I thought, at least if anything, I thought the... maybe Shia LaBeouf for acting.
Yeah.
Or screenplay might get nominated.
Because I heard that was, like, incredible.
I want to see that.
And Shia LaBeouf in The Peanut Butter Falcon as well.
Oh, I didn't see that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, so actor in a leading role could have done better. I knew in my heart Adam Sandler would have gotten nominated just because, like, I know of his past roles, they're probably like, screw Adam Sandler, we don't like him. And clearly that's what happened because he was great in that movie.
This had so much momentum, though. I'm so surprised.
Yeah. Also completely shut out, Uncut Gems.
Yeah.
They were shut out for, I feel like, they could have made everything way more interesting in this award show, and they decided to go with the boring route.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to actresses. Right. So actress in a leading role, we have Cynthia Erivo for Harriet, Scarlett Johansson for Marriage Story, Saoirse Ronan for Little Women, Renee Zellweger for Judy, and Charlize Theron for Bombshell.
Scarlett Johansson, man.
I thought Scarlett Johansson was very, very good in Marriage Story. I personally want Saoirse Ronan to win. Mm-hmm. I loved Little Women. I thought she was great in that. I know in my heart, because Renee Zellweger has been winning every other award.
Yeah.
So I think she kind of has to shoe in for the Oscar. Mm-hmm. I'm happy for Cynthia Erivo. I thought, she was great in Harriet.
And
I thought Harriet could have been nominated in other aspects as well, not just acting. It's a shame that this was the only nomination it got.
Yeah, and Charlize Theron, she played Megyn Kelly, and they do look so much alike. So I could see
in that film.
Her definitely not a front runner, but people always like when someone's playing someone else and they look like each other.
But she hasn't won anything else, so I think Renee Zellweger might be the front runner, and I feel like maybe Saoirse Ronan right behind her heels, because Scarlett Johansson hasn't won anything either.
Yeah.
Actresses, I also think Lupita Nyong'o could have been nominated for Us. I just saw that the other day.
Yeah.
She played two characters.
She was amazing.
And she was amazing as both of them. I thought Awkwafina could have been nominated.
Absolutely.
She won the Golden Globe.
Florence Pugh for Midsommar.
Even though she is nominated and I totally am against. I'm happy about Florence Pugh getting nominated. I think she was really great in Midsommar too, and she could have been nominated if anyone decided to watch Midsommar, but no one did. Mm-hmm. Anyone else do you think could have been nominated in this?
Oh.
These are the movies we've personally seen.
Yeah, really Florence Pugh, she's the one where I was just like, oh, I'm so upset about that. And Awkwafina, I love Awkwafina. I think the Farwell was great. But I'm really here for Scarlett Johansson this season. I really think she was just acting her little heart out and doing a great job.
Now we're going to Best Director.
Okay.
And this is the most disappointing category out of all of them, I think, in my opinion.
We have Martin Scorsese, The Irishman, Quentin Tarantino, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Bong Joon-ho, Parasite, Sam Mendes, 1917, Todd Phillips, Joker.
Okay, besides Bong Joon-ho, who I believe should win, Parasite was amazing. Mm-hmm. Maybe Sam Mendes might win before him. I think Sam Mendes he won the Golden Globe, so he might win just because he's kind of having that trajectory, and everyone really liked 1917. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. It's just I don't know, Claire.
Okay, my thing is, there were so many good directors, especially from A24, which put out incredible movies this year, like the Safdie brothers, Ari Aster, Lulu Wang, and Roger...
Sadie? It's Safdie.
Safdie. And Roger Ebers. And I think they were all great. I don't know, but who do you think is gonna win?
I think who I want Bong Joon-ho to win, I think Sam Mendes is gonna win. What do you think?
As long as it's not Todd Phillips, I'm here.
I do not like Todd Phillips on this podcast.
It's been growing, and Todd, if you're listening, I'm sorry, but I'm upset with you.
Todd, if you're listening, please comment.
I think, I don't know, Sam Mendes, I think, did such a great job.
He did.
It's, with all those one takes, like, that's extremely difficult to do.
And it was, like, 6 months of planning. I think if he wins, I think he would have been deserved. Like, he would have deserved to win. There's not, like, it's not one of those things where I would have been like, oh, of course they won. It would have been like, I think he deserved to win. I also just think that Bong Joon-ho also deserved to win. Because Parasite was also really great. And like what he chose to do and how he chose to tell a story, I thought was really like funny. And we're going to talk about Parasite in our next podcast, but...
All right.
Is there any other directors you wanted to be nominated besides? I also thought Safdie brothers should have been nominated for Uncut Gems. Sad Greta Gerwig wasn't nominated for Little Women at all. I'm sad Lulu Wang wasn't nominated for The Farewell, and she's been having a pretty good kind of award season as well. I'm sad the director of Honey Boy, Harar, I think, she wasn't nominated. It's just like, they were great directors this season that weren't white men, and it's just like a shame that they're not going to get the recognition they deserve.
Yeah, and I just want to say though, like, we're not the kind of people who are like, oh, let's nominate women directors just for the sake of, like, we have to throw them in there. But there's genuinely, like, amazing, better than these people.
That's why we're saying this. It's not like there were no films, like, oh, you have to do a women director. It's like, no, there were women directors who were better than Quentin Tarantino, who were better than Todd Phillips, and who should have been taking their places because their movies were better. But there's this inherent bias towards women, and people favor men, and that's unfortunate because they're missing out on a ton of great films that they could be celebrating, and instead are celebrating the same men over and over.
Yeah, okay.
So let's get to a slightly better note. Cinematography.
Okay, cinematography. We have 1917, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, The Irishman, Joker, The Lighthouse. And this is one where, like, why didn't they include the cinematographers on that list? I'm going to pull that up right now.
I know, they...
but Roger Deakins, incredible.
For 1917, I think he's going to win.
Yeah. And do you want to talk about The Lighthouse?
The Lighthouse, we're very happy Lighthouse got its one tiny nomination. I'm sad Robert Pattinson, our love, has not decided to nominate him. He was great in this movie. Willem Dafoe, no nomination. No nomination for directing. No nomination for screenplay. It had it was like, so I think it started out so big and then people just kind of like forgot about it, which is a shame.
But it was just so beautifully shot.
Yeah, it was so
and it just made you feel so claustrophobic.
I also thought Midsommar also had a pretty great cinematography.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what else. I haven't seen that many movies this year.
I feel like 1917 is going to take it, though.
I think actually, I also thought Uncut Gems had great. The color they used in that movie also was a really great job. Little Women as well. Cinematography, the way she used color.
Okay.
Oh, you haven't seen the film, but the way she uses color is she'll use a warmer tone for the memories, then she'll use a much cooler tone for present.
Oh, that's interesting.
I thought that was a really interesting way, and it was such an easy way to go back and forth between the timelines. I thought that could have gone a nomination. Yeah. But I'm not, like, The Lighthouse got nominated in this category, 1917 did. Like, I'm not so angry about this.
Yeah.
What's our next category?
All right. Costume design real quick.
I like Little Women. They had great costumes in that movie.
And Jojo Rabbit, too.
They did, also as well.
Yeah.
I don't really know any of their movies. Score.
Oh, okay. Original score. 1917, Thomas Newton.
Why did they just put the names
Newman.
for the score?
I know.
That's ridiculous.
Joker, Hidur, Ghana, Dortor. I don't know that. Sorry. Little Women, Alexander Desplat. Marriage Story, Randy Newman. Star Wars, John Williams.
I kind of like Randy Newman for Marriage Story. Also, I liked the Little Women score as well. Star Wars, I don't know. I don't remember it that well.
Because you kind of just remember all the Star Wars music. It just sort of blends together. So
yeah,
that's
the unfortunate part about it.
I really liked 1917 score.
You did?
Yeah, I did. I was listening to it earlier. I have to listen to Little Women because I love Alexander Desplat. He's one of my favorites for sure.
Do. I think Hildur, I can't pronounce her name, who did Joker. She's the only woman to be nominated for original score. She won the Golden Globe though. And I think the Golden Globe I read, she's the only, like, independent. So before, people who have won for score, it's always been a man and a woman. It's never just been a woman on her own. So I think that's really cool, and she's definitely setting boundaries. The Joker just rubs me the wrong way, and I'm sad she had to do this movie, but I don't like it.
Wait, are Thomas Newman and Randy Newman siblings? Can you confirm? Because I didn't recognize it until now. A lot of people were saying Avengers Endgame and that score.
I don't remember it. And
there was... I'm going to be honest, I didn't really like Joker's score that much. It's a lot of really intense violin playing.
They're cousins. That's
what a
funny.
coincidence.
I kind of like that they're both nominated. That's a fun.
Oh, that's cute.
The family affair now.
Yeah. Wow. The Newmans. Well, I think we can agree that best luck to one of the Newmans.
Yeah, best luck. I won't be angry now if any of them win. It'll just be funny. Right. I think our final one is going to be film editing.
Okay.
So it's The Irishman, Ford versus Ferrari, Parasite, Joker, and Jojo Rabbit. Parasite, definitely editing. The peach scene in Parasite was so perfectly edited.
Yeah.
It was incredible.
That was amazing. And also Ford versus Ferrari, just because I think it's very hard to have like a story about just like race cars going around in circles and make that fun and really cool. And I feel like without the editing, couldn't have done that.
I agree on that note. Other people that I kind of wish were nominated, Midsommar had some really great.
Yeah.
I'm a Midsommar fan.
I totally agree.
Uncut Gems.
Yeah.
Could have been nominated for editing.
Knives Out.
Knives Out, yeah. Knives Out had a really great editing. None of the acting from Knives Out. I'm surprised that they didn't get nominated for any of that. I'm trying to think anyone else. I don't know. There were a lot of movies this year that
a lot of good movies this year. Not a lot of movies nominated, though.
That is unfortunate.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this concludes our podcast. If you have any comments or questions or disagree with us, please let us know. Okay, have a good night.
Bye.